morning. Welcome to these daily videos where you start your day in a conscious way. And then you learn to do that throughout the whole day, being more conscious, how you were living, how you were choosing to think, what you were choosing to focus on, what you focus on, expand, what you believe you receive. So when we know all these things, it's like, wow, usually I let my autopilot, whatever's going on in the background, the old programming, just go throughout the day because I have too much other things to focus on, right? I have my job, I have my kids or whatever, I have my husband, I have clean the house, I have to do a job, I have all these things. So we don't take time to be conscious. And then we wonder, oh my God, like I feel so stuck. My life is the same, but I want things to change and I feel like things can't change for me. That's because we are running on the autopilot, the old programs, the old things that do not serve us anymore, that we don't want to keep repeating. So let's not. That's why you're here every day. So you can start your day this way in a very intentional way and break those patterns and break those habits. And the first card today, we're going to do some cards, then reading from the book, Parallel Universes of Self. The first card is exactly about what I was talking about. It is Four of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench. And this is from the Akashic Tarot. The Karmic Trench. And I used to refer to this a lot when I was working with clients wanting to lose weight and balance their body in a natural way through menopause and stuff. And just, I used to be a personal trainer too. So dealing with people who wanted to make changes in their life. The thing is, when you have been down the same rut, the same road, done the same things, thought the same thoughts, had the same beliefs, spoke the same words, all of those things, then it deep grooves. So it's just like if you live somewhere where there's snow or mud on the roads, people follow that track because it's a track and going off it is really hard and your car is all over the place. So it's easier to just stay in the tracks or cross country skiing, stay in the tracks. That's easier. But the thing is that if that's in a place where you don't really want to be, then you are stuck in those trenches going down, because whenever you try to get up and out of them, you know how hard that is. Your car kind of slides back in. It's uncomfortable. You're having to groove new grooves. So let's say in the snow, you could get stuck. You try to get outside of the those tracks, and then all of a sudden the snow's deep and you're stuck and you can't get yourself out. Right? So we go through this in life. So it's easier to go down this focus track, these focus trenches that are already well grooved and easy to stay in. We don't even have to think about it. Your car almost drives through them yourself because it can't go up or down. It just goes. It's just like, okay, I just have to press on the gas pedal and it's going to stay within these trenches. But that's not always good if that's not where you choose to be. That doesn't create change. And so it's about what old patterns, behaviors, what trenches have you dug, have you built, have you grooved that are still there for you? And you're like, man, I always try to get out of this. I try to change this, but I end up back in these old habits, back into this old behavior. Very normal. As I said, we are humans. This is common. But what it requires you to do is to work on getting out of it for a little bit, and then when you slide back in, have the awareness, oh, I slid back in. That's okay. This is normal because I'm still building or grooving those grooves or whatever, those trenches on a new path. And so I may go back and forth, but I'm aware I'm going back and forth. So when I feel myself go back into that old trench, I'm going to steer again away from it for a while. That just requires practice. Every day, consistent practice. And consistency is the key. Doing those little steps, getting yourself back up, Then pretty soon you don't stay in the trench that long. You're actually able to stay outside of the trench, building your new trenches longer. So that's how we actually move and change our lives. And you could think of it as different timelines too. This is one parallel timeline. And when you're on it, if you just choose to think the same, believe the same, do the same actions, have the same habits, you're just going to stay on that same timeline. But if you're like, you know what, I want change. I want to be different. I want to feel different. I want to experience different things in my life. I want to have different things. You need to change your timeline. And that is what we're going to talk about from the book too. That is really about being different. Now, what happens is we want our timeline to change first, then we will be different. When I have this, then I will feel this way. When I am there, I can finally be happy. When I have this, I can finally relax. I can finally be less stressed. I can finally be happy. That's not how it works. You need to get yourself out of the trenches, build a new trench, then you will be that. But then you will have those things. So it's about being, right? I'm being a different person because I'm getting myself out of this. If I don't change who I am, I'm going to stay in the same trench. So that's really what this is about. And it's just about thinking different thoughts. I feel that I'm going down that same road, thinking these same thoughts. Done. No more of those thoughts. What new thoughts can I think? What are better thoughts? What are more positive thoughts? What are more self-worth, like building your self-worth, trust, faith and belief in yourself and a higher power. And then the next card, we're only doing 2 cards today, is the land between. Oh, look at how my nails match the green in that. Very cool. The land between. We have had this card recently and it came up again, so it's very important. We are in between a change, a huge change, a big change. You personally, inside, the outside world, the earth, the star systems. Everything is changing. We are in an ascension process, all of us together. There is no separation. There is no one who's not going through it. So it's you're in a process of change. You know that you are called to it and can no longer be who you were, right? This is also about building those trenches, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. What new habits should I have? What thoughts should I be thinking instead? And it's hard to continue on new thoughts when you haven't thought those thoughts. It takes a while. You have to continually reset, right? However, you can't just skip the messy parts, which is what we're talking about, the practice, the consistency, the going back and forth, the falling and getting yourself back up. However, you have to endure the unknown and the uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. When we get out on a new trench, that road's going to be bumpy. There's nothing for us to follow. We have to make our own path. That feels uncomfortable. It feels unsafe. You may get stuck. You may feel stuck. But you got to keep going, knowing I am creating something different for me. But have the vision of what you want to create too. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You have one foot in the past, even if you're ready to shed the version of yourself and become something new. I noticed I do that. I've been working on this for a long time and I still have one foot in that safe past. One foot in the safe place where I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my emotions. I'm in control of my space. I'm in control about what I do. It's like, okay, I'm safe here. I want something different. I'm moving towards something different. I'm desiring something different. But I need to feel a little safe while I'm moving towards something different. Eventually, I want to be more in the new space, less in the old space. Now, some can do it in one leap, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you and with grace because you can't go any faster. It's okay. Don't expect yourself to be way further along than you are. Don't beat yourself up. That's an excuse to stay stuck. This is the real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, and humility. This is your place in between. This is our place, humanity's place in between. It seems like the world is going crazy and falling apart because the old is dying, but we're not in the new yet, and we don't even know yet what the new is going to look like. Thing is, you choose your new. Society will choose its new, but you also choose, this is the way I want it to look on the other side. This is the way I want it to look on the other side. Even globally, I'm talking like the world, right? I desire things to be a certain way. So have your vision of the world, consciousness and all that, plus yourself. All right. And from the book, Parallel Universes of Self, what it's talking about is some people resist things, change and stuff, to a point that the things they most hate and we're most afraid of start appearing in the reality, self-fulfilling prophecies. What if this happens? Oh my God, I can't even imagine if that happens. I'm so scared about that happening. I don't want that to happen. What happens is what you focus on grows. What you focus on, you get. What you expect, you get. Take your focus off what you don't want, right? They could have shifted attention long before that, but they seem to need to go to extremes to find out what they really don't want before knowing what they do want. And this is what's happening in the world right now. The collective is not awakening as fast. We are not all awakening at the same time. So some of us here may go, oh my God, I just want the new world to be here. I just want all this war to end, all this stuff, this stupid, ridiculous stuff. I know what it can be like. I'm holding the light. I'm holding the love. I'm knowing that all this has to fall so we can build something new. I'm not scared of building something new. But there's some people who want to hold on so much to what was in the past. I want it to be like it was. I want it to be when it was calm, right? And they're worried. They focus so much fear, attention, worry, pain on what's happening and what they're afraid will happen. What will be the result of this? Oh my God, doom and gloom. The news completely does this. So that's just what I want to realize. You're staying at that old frequency. You're staying at the doom and gloom. You're staying in the past. You're keeping those old ruts active. You're not allowing yourself to get out of them, some of these people, right? So that's influencing the collective. So you can choose. I'm choosing the higher path. I'm choosing the different path. I'm choosing love and light. I'm choosing the good path. I'm choosing the good world. All this has got to fall. I realize it. It's terrible. It's not a good thing to go through. I'm going to send everybody love and light. Breathe through it. Continue to hold the vision for something new and better on the other side. If you do not take that step from merely desiring to aligning with your desire, your self-trust decreases over time and your beliefs about what is possible decrease. Women who say they want to lose weight went through this a lot. When you continually want that and go to make changes, but continually going back to old ways, you lose trust that it's possible for you. And we know this can be in any area of life. So that's what I want you to not do. Be conscious. Oh, I feel myself losing trust. Oh boy. Okay. Reset. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. I'm choosing for something different to be ahead. I'm choosing for what I desire because I am choosing it. I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to think the thoughts. I'm going to ground myself. I'm going to believe. I'm going to know. I'm going to sit in my knowing and know what I want. So there's always the dark, the light, right? There's duality in life. I know what I don't want. Therefore, I know what I do want. So stay strong. When you align with it, what that means is that I am believing it, I am knowing it, I am seeing it, I'm visioning it, I'm thinking about it, I'm talking like it is going to happen for sure. I'm believing, I'm building my belief that it can happen. I'm changing my thoughts around it. I'm watching the words I say, all of those things, right? That's embodiment or aligning with it. I'm changing who I am so that I am the part of me that is in that new reality. And that's changing timelines, shifting realities, whatever you want to say, however you want to call it. That is it. All right, let me know if you'd like more videos about this topic. I know it went long, but it is so important and it is so big. All right, let's do some breathing. Hand on your heart. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, release, relax. Let it all go. Relax your shoulders, closing your eyes, hands on your heart. Feel into your body. Inhale, bringing in a beautiful love and light. Feeling your body expand, your heart expand. Imagine a glowing white or gold light within you, expanding and growing beyond you. As you exhale, let all the worries, fears, doubt go down in the center of the earth, dumping them there like you're dumping stuff you don't need, dumping garbage. Leave it there, leave it there. Inhale the beautiful, loving, grounding earth's energy up into your heart center this time, expanding through your heart, opening up. Beautiful energy expanding through the heart center. And as you exhale your love and light out into the world far away. And then inhale deeply again into the heart center, expanding with this beautiful energy. And as you exhale, bring it right down through you like a column of gold light or white light shooting right down through your whole body, down to the center of the earth. Deep, deep, deep in the earth core, growing roots far and wide. You are strong, stable, safe, guided, supported, always. All right, have an amazing day.